Long time no see, 'tis me, the Me Goddess. I've been pretty sick the last couple of months, so I haven't been able to do a video for a while, but I figured today was the day. So, something I wanted to talk about today was I have young children, and I really felt that I was losing touch with my Mr. Six. He'd come home from school, stick his head in, and he'd say, I'd say, how was school? And he'd go, good, and ask questions, try and ask open questions, to get a dialogue and a conversation going. But we weren't really engaging. I was just something in his day that he did passing through on the way to something else, and he is only 6. I mean, but my mama heart was really aching because I felt quite robbed of the way I wish things could be between us. I wish I could be taking him to school and going to his after school events and all of those sorts of things, but I'm not. His dad, who's now full-time Mr. Mum, he does all that. So I was trying to think, how am I going to re-engage? If someone asks me, so, how was your day? I don't have a lot to talk about because my day often is spent not moving with earphones and a face mask on a bad day. And that's not a real good conversation starter. So anyway, we had an old fish tank, and I decided that I would quite like that fish tank resurrected in our bedroom. Just to have something alive. There's just something really soothing about, looking at fish, and I have a bit of a love for apple snails, which they can grow quite large. Not everybody's cup of tea, but I love them. And kids went out and we resurrected the tank, got it set up on my dresser. I haven't looked in a mirror for goodness knows how long, so there's no need to have a dresser as such. It's just an extra surface. So the fish tank's quite large, so we set it up on my dresser, and children went out with honey and they each chose a fish, and Leo chose a black goldfish, not a black moor or anything like that, just a plain old black goldfish, which is actually kind of bronzy in the light. And Isabella chose this tiny little fish that just darts around and ate all my plants, which is another thing. So anyway, she called her fish Winnie, and Leo called his fish Batfish. We had this old bell that's his bat cave and things like that. And as I was lying there one day and I was just watching them, and we got a fish, the snail's called Gary, and so Batfish would come along and nudge Gary out the way, and he'd fall down the side of the thing because he didn't want Gary eating the fish food. And so anyway, this whole narrative started opening up about what the fish were doing. And Leo came home from school one day and said, "You're never going to guess what Batfish did today." And that was it. we were reconnected. So he comes in and I tell him what the fish have been up to during the day and give them the narratives of Batfish did this, and then you won't believe what Winnie did, and Gary's pulled all this off, and Winnie's done this, and Batfish has done that, and the children are, you know, re-engaged, and it did something for my soul too, just to have that tiny thing to talk about that wasn't about being in pain or having anything go wrong with my body. It was completely outside of myself, but it was in my environment, and it's a beautiful thing. Like, the children will come in and we will watch what the fish are doing. So I just wanted to share that, because the hardest thing for me has been adapting, you know, to going from cooking making, taxi driving, you know, paper macheing, super mum, to I might be awake and I might not be awake, you know, who knows. Kids never know what's going to happen. And now I can talk about Batfish. And I'm going to take that as a horizontal parenting win. So it was definitely finding that one thing to keep me connected to my son was just, it was gold. Yeah, Batfish saves the day. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. I'm hoping to be able to do a few more videos about different things coming up. I'm still fighting some bugs. I've just been asleep for 48 hours, so I'm quite depleted and need to build up my strength again. But on the other front, we've had a win. Batfish. Okay, I shall say for now, toodles, and I hope to see you again soon, and I hope this video finds you as pain-free and peaceful as possible.